So the fourth question is the Ethernet card is also known as DAS. Ethernet card को क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? That means the alternate name for the Ethernet card. What is the alternate name for Ethernet card? Anyone who can answer? It is your option D, that is called NIC. Network Interface Card is known as your Ethernet card. Good, excellent, good answer. So next option is your a DAS connects all the branches of an organization in a city. Now it options are LAN, WAN, MAN and PAN. So as per the options, your first one is your NIC. Yes, it is NIC. Now as per the options, what is PAN? You also need to tell me the full form. PAN full form क्या है आपका and where it is used, because we'll discuss all the options with respect to this. What is PAN stands for? Quickly, the more quickly you will give the answer, you will get more questions. At the end we are going to discuss the programs also. PAN stands for in a city. So within a city, which one is going to be used? Metropolitan area network, MAN has to be used. If it is confined within a building, LAN will be used. If it is completely within the country, then we are going to use wide area network. Next question, what is the order of resolving the scope of a name in a Python programming? अगर Python program में आपका variable name का conflict हो रहा है, variable naming conflict हो रहा है, in that case, what should be the order of accessing the variable? Local variable first, then global, then environment variable, उसके बाद built-in, या फिर local environment built-in then global? Which option is you feel as the correct option? LEGB, very good. LEGB. Let me know. So the right answer is your LEGB. Yes, option D. That is your first local, then environment variable, then global, then built-in function. So answer option is your D. Next one, identify the data type of the RES. So here we have these options. Now you have to find it out. What is the return type? Talking about data type of RES. That means simply we can say if the function is returning n plus 1, n1 plus n2, comma n1 minus n2. Two results are it is returning. So in that case, the result is going to be stored by the method call. When the return statement is returning the result and stored it in RES. So what should be the return type for this one? According to that, you can decide the data type of your RES. So Namita Patnaik said tuple. All of you are agree with this? It's a tuple. Because we know that comma separated values, it is separated by comma. The comma separated value in your Python is called tuple. Good. Arpita, good going. Next is your, I have defined a function where it takes three parameters, n1, n2, n3, and it says that return n1 plus n2 plus n3. Which of the following function call is invalid for the above function definition? So these are my options. Which one is invalid it is talking about, not valid one? So just check it out and tell me which call is invalid it is talking about. So the first one is your positional argument or compulsory argument. Second one is your positional or compulsory argument. Third one is your default argument. So it is returning n1 plus n2 plus n3. Now which call? Is it correct one? 10, 20, 30. Because it takes default argument. If it is taking default argument, can I pass a value to it? The question marks is arised over here. Next one is it is passing two values. It is passing two values over here. Third one is missing. Is it invalid? Because third one is missing. Here I am giving your named argument. N1 is equal to 10. That means this 10 is going to be passed to N1 because this is named argument or keyword argument. And the next one is your positional argument is called 20. The 20 is going to be passed to N2 and the third parameter is missing. And the last one is your N2 is equal to 10. Positional argument. N1 is equal to 20. Again third one is missing, which is the default one. So answer says C. Pradimna, you are unable to answer. Answer is your C. Why? Arpita, can you tell me why? What is the reason why it is wrong? Now, as per this question, first two are positional argument. So look at over here. This is your compulsory argument. We have to pass 10. We have to pass 20. If I am not passing 30, then it will take 10. But if I am passing 30, then this will be your, instead of 10, this will be your 30. So that's why this is your correct call. Now here I am passing 10 and 20 and the third parameter is missing, because of which it will take this value as 10 as your default value. So that's why this is also correct. Now in this case, I am having named argument which is called compulsory. That means these two has to be given. N1 and N2 must have to be given. But it can be in any order because these are called named arguments. N1 is equal to 20. That means here 20 will be passed to N1. And the next one N2 is your 10. So that's why 10 will be passed to your N2. Now after that third one is missing. So that's why default value 10 will be taken. But here the problem is that we have two compulsory argument and after that we have default argument. What we did over here, N1 is equal to 10. So this is your named argument. After named argument, we cannot have default values or default argument. So because of that reason, it is wrong. First, we have to take the positional argument. Then we can take the keyword argument. So if I am having N1 and N2, then I have to pass 20 for N1. Then N2 can be your named argument. Otherwise, you have to give both. A local variable have the same name as that of global variable, hides the global variable in its function. It is true or false? Now, can we say it is true? The question says that local variable having same name that of a global variable. Local variable, global variable name, both are same. Now in this case, it hides the global variable in its function. It is true. Yes, right. It is true. It hides it. So for example, I am having a variable called n is equal to 10, which is a global variable. I am having a local variable no is equal to 50. Now I am saying that within the function no. So that means it is going to print 50 over here because it overrides the local variable. Local variable is overriding your global variable. Now after that I am calling the function. Then after function call I am displaying no. Now after function call, when I am calling this one, it will display 10 because it is referring to the global variable, not the local variable. But within this function, your global variable is not accessible because it is overridden by your local variable because its name is same. So that's why we'll get the output like this after function. The next one is Python passes the parameter by reference. True or false? पाइथन जो पैरामीटर पास कर रहा है फंक्शन को, वो कॉल बाय वैल्यू होता है कि कॉल बाय रेफरेंस होता है? Call by value in this sense, if I will make any changes in the formal parameter, it will reflect in the actual parameter. Call by reference कह रहा है कि if I will change anything in the formal parameter, it will reflect in the local parameter or called the function call. So which one is the correct? Call by value or call by reference? Waiting for your answer. अरे गलत हो सही हो आंसर तो दो, इंटरेक्टिव करो क्लास को, तभी मजा आएगा. इफ यू आंसर तो गलत हो गया सही हो गया, थोड़े ही ना मैं मार्क दे रहा हूं आप लोगों को, मार्क नहीं दूंगा बेटा मैं, बस आप सीख जाओगे, बस उतना काफी है. यस इट इज ट्रू, बट द आंसर इज योर false here. Why it is false? Because it is called by value. If you will make any changes in the formal parameter, it is not going to reflect in the actual parameter. So that's why the answer is your false in this case. TCP is responsible for handling the address of the destination computer so that each packet is delivered to its proper destination. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. Now we have a protocol called TCP/IP. TCP/IP. Now here TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol and IP stands for Internet Protocol. Now both job is different. Now it is talking about TCP. It says that it's responsible for handling the address. Who is keeping the address? TCP or IP? Of the destination computer to whom I want to send the information, so that each packet delivered to its proper destination. तो चलो बताओ ये ट्रू है कि फॉल्स है? Now एक like मार दो those if you are feeling that the options and the questions are good. Nobody can answer this one. TCP is having the responsibility to transfer the packets, but IP contains your addresses to whom I need to send. So that's why TCP is the wrong answer. Your IP is the right answer, because IP contains the addresses of the destination to whom it needs to send. The job of the TCP is to only transfer the data. So now it's time for the program. Write a program to read a text file, check.txt, which contains the alphabet in a different cases. So what are the cases? We can see it is having in a different cases, lowercase and uppercase like this. Now it says that display each word after converting each word first letter to capital letter and rest of the character to lowercase. So which file it is talking about? Text file it is talking about, and it is saying that output should come like this. Each word first letter will be capital and rest will be your lowercase. So this I is in a lowercase. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. So we'll move towards our programming. So I'm just opening your Python screen. So here for the text file, what is the first job we need to do? जितना आप इन्वॉल्व होगे उतना आपका प्रोग्रामिंग सही जाएगा. So quickly send your step. Quickly send the steps. For open the file in, open the text file. Yes, good. If I want to open the text file, I can write, suppose f is equal to open. What are the two parameters that it is taking? Open function takes how many parameters and what are those parameters? Pradimna, are you there? File name and the mode. The file name, as per the question, file name is your check.txt. If I'm not wrong, the file name is your check.txt. So we'll take the file name check.txt. Then I don't need to give the extension because it is optional, and default mode of the text file is your read operation. So that's why I don't need to give it. Then after that I will read the data. So that's, I will say data is equal to f dot read. Now it will read all the contents. Now it says that each word. So which function is suitable for each word? Read function or read line or read lines? Which one is suitable? Read, then split. Good, excellent. So that's why data is equal to data dot split. So I will split it into words. So after that, if I am saying for W in DA, I will say print W. So look at this. It will display like this, each word. But as it is, आप अगर देख सकते हो तो देखो, जैसे अपना आउटपुट चाहिए वैसा नहीं आ रहा है, जो फाइल में है वैसे ही आपका आ रहा है. So what I need to do, how I can convert the first letter, only the first letter to uppercase, rest character in lowercase, in between some characters are in capital letter also, बीच बीच में आपका capital letter भी है. So what should I do? Yes, who is this pro rider? Giving right answer. Yes, split function needs to be used to break it to words. May I know your name? Who has joined with the name called pro rider? Capitalize. Acha. So Namita Patnaik says that capitalize. I'm showing you Arpita. W dot not going to work. So why you have chosen capitalize? Because it converts each word first letter capital. Am I right? Now suppose it says that read the file contents, and it says that read the file contents and display only those words which begins with a vowel. Now the question is saying read the contents of the file and display only those words that begins with vowel. What to do now? What should I do to the existing program? So obviously I need an if condition before this. If. Now it says that if the word contains vowel, do I need to take one more for loop, or if I will write if W in A, E, I, O, U or A, E, I, O, U, then print the word. Can we do like this? Is it going to work? If W in A, E, I, O, U. Yes. Arpita says if W in A, E, I, O, U, then we can do this. Now look at this. We are not getting A, E, I, O, U. तो एक भी हाँ is है ना यहाँ पे. I'm having is. It should display is. Why it is not displaying is? Because can you see that W is your, what is your W? W is a word, is not a character. W is a word, is not a character. For C in W. Now check if C is an AEIOU, then display the word. Now here I'm displaying, look at this, I'm displaying a character, print C. So it is going to display the characters. C is a character. If C is available in AEIOU, if C is in AEIOU, then display the word. Then after this, break has to be used. So again it is displaying. Is has to come. W is your word and we are extracting a character if the character is I say begin with, that means here directly we can use. Sorry, I thought one character at a time. If I'm saying if W of 0 in this, so only is will come. So word first character. That's why we cannot take W. We have to take W of 0 position because I'm saying the first character. Okay, because every word contains your vowel. Only we are considering the first character of the vowel. So the next question, we'll move towards the next question now. Write a program to define a function write employee which will receive a CSV file name and will write n employees name, designation and salary separated by pipe symbol. So CSV default separator is your comma, but here it is saying separate it with pipe symbol. So it wants that you have to create the CSV file like this. So we have to recall that what are the functions that we need for this. और पिकल फाइल के लिए हम लोगों को क्या क्या चाहिए होता है वो ध्यान देना है हमें, वो याद करो. So let's start. If you have gone through the question, we can start the program. I'm just changing the screen for you. Now we are moving to the Python screen. Now here, what should I use first of all? I know that I need to open the file, but what should be import? What should be my import statement? First one must be your import statement. And what it should import? Import pickle. Now after importing a pickle, what I need to do? I need to open the file. So how I can open the file? I will say, suppose f is equal to open. First one must be file name. So what exactly the file name it is asking for? Let me see which file name it is talking about. It is your check.csv. It is talking about check.csv. So I will use check.csv. Then mode is compulsory or optional. Now question is for you. Sir, it's a CSV file, import CSV. Okay. Now mode, file mode is compulsory or not? File mode is your mandatory or the default one is your read mode for the CSV file? Because I want to write, so we are bound to give the write mode. So I have opened the file. After opening the file, what should I do? I should create a writer object. So fw is equal to pickle dot writer, pickle dot writer. Now in writer, do I need to give the delimiter because writer object takes how many parameter? Mandatory. Writer object takes how many parameter? Who can say writer object takes how many parameter? 1, 2, 3. कितना पैरामीटर लेता है? What should be my first parameter? What is the second? मैं आपको हिंट दे रहा हूँ. Yes, quickly. It takes how many parameters? As per the question. If you want, I'm showing you the question again. I'm showing you the question. As per the question, for writer object, how many parameter I need to pass? Namita Patnaik says 2. Okay, quickly send me the sequence. What should be the first parameter? What is second? What is first and what is second parameter? Your first parameter is your file handler and the second parameter is your delimiter. First parameter is your file handler is ref. Second parameter is your delimiter. Delimiter is equal to, as per the question, it is pipe cylinder. Okay. Now after this, we need to accept how many employees. After that, I need to accept how many employees or how many information that I need to write onto the file. So that's why I will say no is equal to int, then input, enter number of employee. Then after that, I will use for loop for C in range and no that number of times I want to move. NA is equals to input, enter name. After that, I will give your salary. और what are the options it is asking for? क्या क्या लिखना था हमें वहां पे? चलो स्लाइड देखते हैं. नेम, डेजिग्नेशन, देन सैलरी. नेम, डेजिग्नेशन, सैलरी. सो यहाँ पे अपना डेजिग्नेशन आएगा इज इक्वल्स टू इनपुट एंटर डेजिग्नेशन, देन सैलरी इज इक्वल टू फ्लोट, देन इनपुट एंटर सैलरी. थोड़ा स्पेस दे रहा हूँ. तो एक्सेप्ट होने के बाद आई नीड टू राइट ऑन टू द फाइल, बट in case of CSB it writes the data with the help of collection. So that's why I will create a list. List is equal to NA comma designation comma salary. So it will convert everything into your list. After that I can write onto the file. तो चलो उसके बाद we'll write onto the file. Now which function is used to write onto the CSV file? अब आपका काम है. Which function is used? Write data to file. Now may I know your name? Who is ProRider? ये ProRider नेम पे कौन ज्वाइन हुआ है? Right row. Yes, right answer. Right row function is used to write onto the file. So I will use right row pickle right row, then li. Okay. So now, is it a right statement or wrong statement? Pratyush. Okay. Now I have used pickle dot right row li. So it is right or wrong? If it is wrong, tell me the correct mechanism. If it is right, then I will move ahead, because after that I need to close the file simply. As quick as possible, send me your answer. Okay, this is not a right, because we have to write file writer to write onto the file. Got it? Now after that I will close the file. So that is your file handler dot close. Now let's run this. Writer pickle dot writer. तो यहाँ पे पिकल कैसे यूज किया है मैंने? डेलीमीटर है तो इंपोर्ट CSV होगा, यहाँ पे गलत किया हुआ है, इंपोर्ट CSV पहले से ही गलत किया हुआ है मैंने, CSV. So enter number of employees. I'm saying 4 employees. Suppose it is Ram. Designation is your manager. Is getting 78,000. Now next name is suppose Sita is your HRA, getting 88,000. Now I'm having Gita is getting 98,000. Sorry, designation गलत हो गया यहाँ पे. So we have to execute it again. आपका designation गलत हो गया, वो error आएगा वहाँ पे. Let me stop this execution. कंसोल को बंद करते हैं. Okay, now it is available. Run this. Enter the number of employees. So 3 employees. Ram, designation is manager, getting 45,000. Now Sita is your HR, designation is your HR, getting suppose 56,000. Now name is your suppose Gita, again is a manager. Manager salary is your 98,000. So file is completely written. All the records are available now in a CSV file. Okay, so now we'll see that it is over. What the next question is asking for? Now the next question is telling about write a program to define a function get HRA which will receive a CSV file and will display only those employees information whose designation is manager with 40% HRA. आपका 40% HRA में उसमें करना, तो आउटपुट ऐसा आना चाहिए आपका. Name of the employee, designation must be manager, and the salary with the 40% HRA of the employee. Okay, so let's do this one. So now I'm changing to the Python screen. Move to the Python. Again, we need import CSV only, but here we need a function. Now it is saying that function will take a parameter. So I'll say def. Function name is given in the question called get HRA. So I will use get HRA. Now it will receive a file name, or it says that HRA will receive a .csv file. So हमने बनाया था check.csv. So I will use check.csv. Okay. So we cannot write like this over here because it is a variable. So now this one is constant. So we cannot pass parameter as a constant to a function as a parameter. In call I can use, but in definition I cannot use. So instead of this, I will use file name. Okay. Anything else it is talking about? Receives the CSV file name and will display only those employees information whose designation is manager. Okay. So after that, put a colon. Then I will, inside this, I will open the file. Open. Here I will use file name. That is called file name. The variable. I cannot use the constant because file name is available within this. Okay. Now, after this, it is opening in a read mode now, not write mode. Now, we'll keep a file reader object. So it is reader. Now we have to read the data with the help of your specific delimiter called your pipe symbol, not default one. Now I don't need to get number of employees over here. Okay. Now a file reader contains all the record. Now your file reader contains all the record. So for that, though the file reader contains all the records, so what I'm going to do, all the reader objects will contain the data over here. So that's why I will use the for loop for this one, for C in FR. Now let's see what the FR is containing. According to that, I will do the operation. So when I'm saying print C, let me see what exactly it is printing. After that, I will close this one. Let me call this. Now in function call, I will give the file name. File name is your check.csv. Now I'm not writing the complete one. Look at this. I'm just showing you the output. Now after every record, it is displaying an empty list. And from this it is clear that it returns the data in the form of lists. But after each record I'm getting an empty list. So what should I do? How I can remove this empty list? How to remove empty record? How we can just remove this empty record, because empty record is not required for me now. I told CSV file as taking few parameters, and we have to concentrate on those parameters. Quickly. No one? Okay, who has used new line character? Acha, use new line character. Good. So where to use and how to use, ये भी तो बोलना है ना आपको अर्पिता. Where to use and how to use, comma, new line is equals to within quotes /n. The main thing is the syntax, how we are going to use it. Now we got it. Now it says that display those employees information whose designation is manager. अब आपका क्वेश्चन बेस्ड आ रहा है अभी. सो अब क्या करना है, मुझे यहाँ पे एक कंडीशन देना है. इफ, अगर डेजिग्नेशन कहाँ पे मिल रहा है आपको, वन पोजीशन पे मिल रहा है. सो दैट मीन्स इफ सी ऑफ वन पोजीशन इज इक्वल्स टू manager, then display what? I should display as per the mechanism. It is saying the caption must be name. After that, name has to be displayed. Then your label will be your designation. Thereafter, designation will display like this. So I will give a caption called name. Then I will say comma. C of 0 contains. Look at this. 0 position contains your name. So that's why C of 0. Then comma. Then उसके बाद आपका designation आएगा. Designation. Now designation is available in your C of 1 position. Then comma. Then the next is your salary. Salary. Now salary is available in your C of 2 position. Thereafter go for the question. It says that after salary, your 40% HRA. So caption will be your HRA and it should be calculated now. So that's why the caption is your HRA. Then how to calculate the HRA? 40% of your basic. So basic is stored in your which position? C of 2. So C of 2 contains your basic into your 40%, that is 0.40. Now I will say you something about this one, highlighted one. Just concentrate on the code. I will tell you something special regarding this. Now after this, close the file. Everything is okay. I'm executing it. Look at this. Cannot multiply, as I told you, cannot multiply by a non-int of type to the float. So यहाँ पे मुझे क्या करना है, क्योंकि CSV फाइल से रीड हो रहा है आपका डाटा, इसीलिए हमें क्या करना है. Look at this, you might have not observed, it is returning data in the form of string. Is it clear? So that's why what I will do, I will convert this into float. तो इसीलिए मैंने कहा था थोड़ी देर बाद मैं बोलूंगा स्पेशल थिंग अबाउट दिस. नाउ वी गॉट 2 records, that is your manager, designation is your manager. बीच में एक रिकॉर्ड था आपका HR बोल के हमने दिया था. Look at this HR, so it is ignoring this. So with this we have completed our CSV file. Okay, now if you'll show your interest, then I will discuss binary file. It is already 9:30, so if you are interested, then I will move ahead. Otherwise, in some other classes, I will tell you. Because it's already 9:30, so is it some other day or today only will do? Let's do it some other day. Okay, it's already late, so good night. It's already late, so good night.